Welcome to Spiritual Mystic. My name is Katrina. This is your Oracle reading for June the 8th, 2018. The card for today is the Camel Boy, and it fits right in with yesterday's message. Small steps and asking for help. Camel Boy's message, though, is more about when the spirits send other people to help you, or they open doors of opportunity right when you need those doors to open. Don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to walk outside and look at the sky and say, I need whatever it is, fill in the blank. Please help me. Just know that when the help comes, you're responsible for making the most of the help that the spirits have sent you. I don't remember what day it was. I gave you the analogy of the guy sitting on his roof that ends up drowning because he didn't take the help the spirits sent him. Camel Boy's message is very similar to that. When you ask for help, it's going to come. It might come through another person. It might come through a series of events and circumstances. It could even come disguised as something less than perfect or less than positive. But once you dive into it and get in the thick of it, you may find it was exactly what you were asking for. It was just dressed differently than you expected it to be. It came in a different package than you were thinking it was going to look like when it came. Small steps, baby steps. Don't be afraid to take little steps as you go along. Don't be afraid to just one day at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 week at a time, whatever it takes. Just go through the motions, keep moving forward, accept the help when it comes to you. I do these videos to help people. I do these videos because I really believe that even the smallest thing I might say, I'm channeling the spirits. I'm listening, and I'm kind of letting the spirits talk through me. I'm giving wise counsel and friendly, loving advice with a human voice that someone out there might not be able to hear if it didn't come through me. If I help one person a year, then what I do is worth it. If I can give you advice, if I can lend a listening ear, if I can provide an exercise that gets you through a trauma or a period of depression or a period of grief or an event in your life that you really don't know how to handle otherwise, if I can help you break a bad habit, that is what my business is based on, is being able to give you a perspective that maybe you wouldn't otherwise have found if I hadn't voiced it. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I'm not trying to be. But those times when someone says, oh my God, I had never thought of that, or I couldn't have seen it from that perspective if you hadn't told me, then that makes it worth it for me. Yes, I charge money for my services. You wouldn't ask your mechanic or your hairdresser to fix your car or do your hair for free. It's the very same thing. You wouldn't go to a regular therapist or a doctor and expect free care. And I have bills to pay and I have a life to live. You know, I have a car, so I have a car payment. I have a house, so I have a mortgage. I need clothes, I need food, I need electricity. I live just like everyone else. I just happen to have the gift of being able to, I think you call it clear cognizance. I know without knowing how I know. Plus, I have a lot of education. And I didn't get where I am today simply by sitting around meditating. I had to go to school. I had to find the clinical perspective. I've worked in hospitals. I know how the human body works. I have a degree that my minor was in religious studies, so I've studied religions from all over the world and down through history. I was raised by granny witches in the Appalachian Mountains. My grandparents both were amazing people. That gift skipped my mother, and she's just a very normal, everyday person. She was a bookkeeper, and she did income tax, and she thought her own mother was crazy, and she's questioned my sanity more than once. So it's, help comes in many forms and from many different places in many different ways. And I'm here because I want to share what I have and what I know, and I want to help others so they don't suffer and they don't feel like they're alone because traditional healing hasn't worked for them, or because they have a need or a circumstance that they just can't seem to find anyone else who knows how to help them through it. So whatever your issue is, whatever you would like assistance with, I once had someone send me an email and all they said was help me. And I still know that person today, and it's been 7 years. So if you need help, please send me an email. I'll work with you. Have a great weekend.